Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rag Plays Aidyn Chronicles the First Mage. So, when last we left off, we were just about to pretty much ransack the castle and take everything that isn't nailed down in typical RPG fashion. So, let's get to that. Actually, before I forget, I suppose we should check out the skills of our new compadres here. And by the way, I equipped the rope on Brenna since she is our thief. That will greatly improve her skill. So we'll start with her, I guess. She has an intelligence of 14, a willpower of 10, so not very good at willpower. She's very good at dexterity, 22. Endurance at 10, strength at 8, very terrible at those. She is not much of a fighter. And she has stamina 20, not bad. She has Mechanic of 1, Stealth of 3, Thief of 3 plus 2 with the rope being equipped, Sword of 1, and Throne of 2. And she has no spells as of yet. Rita! We'll start with her stats. Intelligence 22, so she's very smart. Willpower of 16, not very willful. Dexterity of 20, Endurance of 16, Strength of 10, very weak. Stamina of 30. She has a Lore Master of 1, a Merchant of 1, a Wizard of 4, she's quite good at casting spells, Pole of 3, and a Sword of 3. So either she can use either a sword or a staff or a spear or whatever equally as well. So we have no reason to really keep her with that staff. We may switch her to a sword. And for spells, she has Versus Necromancy. Increases the magic resistance to any necromancy spell by 6% per rank, so that is 6% at being at rank 1. She has Endurance at 4. Target gains 2 Endurance for each rank of the spell, so that would be 8 Endurance total. May only be cast once on each target. This is a AoE spell, so that's a good one to have. Sense Aura. Reveals a variety of information about the target. The higher the caster's rank in Sense Aura, the more information is revealed. May only be cast once on each target. Sense Aura is kind of like, what's the damn D&D 2.0 equivalent? No alignment, basically. It tells us a lot of information about aspect, obviously, since there's no kind of morality system in this game, it tells us kind of, I think, hit points. It might tell us the general group of what type of enemy it is, and then of course we have weakness. Target loses 2 endurance for each rank of the spell. May only be cast once on each target. So she has 3 naming spells and 1 general spell, basically. She is a naming wizard, as we can see by this purple icon by each of these spells here: Endurance, Sense Aura, and Weakness. These are all naming spells. There are 4 classes of magic in the game. The first school, of course, being Elemental, the second being Naming, the third being Necromancy, and the fourth being Star. And they each have to do with slightly different things lore-wise. So, obviously Necromancy is an easy one to recognize. Elemental magic is all like fire, water, air, and earth. And star magic has kind of like a mixture of everything, but it mostly has to do with like astronomy and has some elemental spells and some buffs and some debuffs. It's kind of its own thing. The other icon, as you'll see underneath Rita's portrait, and this is something I'll talk about right now, is her aspect. So she has her aspect displayed there, which is the yellow orb, and the school of magic that she practices. So she practices naming, and her aspect is solar. Yellow stands for solar. Having a solar aspect, basically what that means is the character fights well on in every day. The character fights well during the day, and she does not fight as well during the night. So if we switch to, say, Brenna is a solar aspect, so she fights well during the day and fights crappy at night, and she is an elemental school. That is the school of little golden hourglass looking thing. And though she does not have any spells yet, she has the capability of learning magic. Aidyn is a Solar character, and he cannot use magic. He is not a magic caster. And lastly, we have us, who we currently know 2 elemental spells, so that seems to be the tree we're going down so far. We have Air, Shield, and Strength. And we are Solar aspected, so we fight well in the day, and we do crappily at night. And we have a special icon. We have no school. We can be anything we want to be. And, alright, so that was Rita. And lastly is Aidyn. We will check him out now. Aidyn has an intelligence of 10, very bad, a very bad will. Dexterity of 25, very good. Endurance of 20, a strength of 20, and a stamina of 40. Why does he have -6 on his dexterity? I assume that must be because of the kite shield. Yes, and the Aidyn scale. Yes, alright. And he has stealth of 1, so he's bad at sneaking. A warrior of 4, good at fighting. Good at using a sword. Kind of bad at throwing, and okay and bad at using a shield for now, but it's better than nothing, so that's all fine. Yeah, so that's our party, that's our team here. And we're shaped up pretty good. I shouldn't stop going on so much. We would learn this all eventually anyway, but I guess... What do you have to say now that we are done with everything? The king's given me permission to let you leave. Good luck, squire. Coolio. The first thing we're going to want to do in here on our quest to take everything and loot all the fat loot is to go up here. There's some nice glaives sitting on here. I wish I could take those. Not glaives, rather, but spittoons and pikes, I suppose, or spears. Over here, do these barrels have anything in them? No, they do not. And the racks again. I know those don't have anything on them, they're just for show, and these don't have anything in them. Alright. So this is the first of 4 turrets that we will be raiding, so we will go right on inside here, and we have barrels. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Now we're up on the ramparts. And as you can see, there's the wizard's tower over there with the observatory on the top, with the telescope or astrolabe in it. And over there, I suppose, would be the king's chambers, probably. Let's go back down for now. So the person, battle axes, the person that I was looking for specifically in here, and pole axes, is not on this level, so he must be down a level. Nice candelabra. We'll go down a level here. Ah, here we go. Both of them are here, in fact. There's Prince Sheridan, who is our old sparring partner and friend. And this is Trahern, who is the Quartermaster and, I guess, Sergeant-at-Arms of the castle here. We will talk to Sheridan first. I'm going to drop a hard save here, though, so I don't have to check all that stuff again and do all that jazz. We'll save over this one. So, you finally decided to turn up. You want to match Sheridan? I can't now. I have many errands to take care of. Too bad, I was looking forward to it. I guess we were looking forward to sparring with Sheridan. Never can have too much practice. If you're trying to scare me, remember that I've trained against you for years. And you should know better than to try and get out of a match this way. I know how easily you get injured. We both do. Can't now. I have many errands to take care of. Never mind that. I have some questions. What is it now, Alaron? Have you ever had wild dreams? Why did you tell Aidyn I was missing? When was the last you saw Kendall? Huh. Well, what would would be the most important thing to us right now? We know Kendall is dead. That's not really relevant information anymore. Have you ever had wild dreams? Hey, maybe. Why? I had a weird dream and it's bothering me. Listen, I have weird dreams all the time. It's nothing. What was your dream like? Well, it was up in the clouds, and lots of people were there. The goblins. And this woman who... Wow, there's a woman who comes to me in my dreams, too. Really? What does she say to you? It's not what she says, Aileron. It's what she does. Stop smiling, Sheridan. I'll be back later. Let us talk to him again. Didn't you hear me? I'm busy. I don't have the time to talk with you. Find me later. I'll be in the castle. Okay. We're gonna see what else he has to say. Just for funsies, because I'm curious. I haven't played the game in a long while. We're really not gonna get anywhere this episode, are we? Oh, dear. Dearie me. Alright, Sheridan. Yes, yes. And I was looking forward to it. Never mind, I have some questions. When was the last time you saw Kendall? Last time? I never knew the poor man. Really? I just said so, didn't I? Sometimes I think you question us a little too often, Aileron. Alright, well that was fairly useless. Sheridan does not know Kendall. And we will just go down the last tree of dialogue, I guess. Sheridan. So you've... Yes, indeed. Why did you tell Abrakin that I was missing? I didn't tell him. He must have found out another way. But you were the only one who knew where I was. My errands are waiting. Let's finish this later. You did tell him where we were, Sheridan, you liar. We saw it in the cutscene, though our character would not know that. Alright, I'll go down the first dialogue tree. I don't know if it affects anything, but it seems reasonable. I liked the first one the best. Seems good banter between kind of a figure that we kind of feel is a brotherly type to us, like an older brother. A little bit condescending, a little bit of an asshole, but we it's all in good fun. So, wild dreams. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, you there. Oh boy, here's trouble. How are you, Trahern? You know the king was asking for you. Yes, I did, and I just saw him. Good. Well, enough then. Wait till you hear where I've been. Or can you speak to Abrakin for me? Let's check out this one first. What about? Well, his attitude, it's pretty disappointing. Since the moment I got back, all he's done is criticize. You shouldn't have run off like that. You shouldn't have run off that way. You know better. I shouldn't have, but I did. Is that a reason to boss a squire around as if he were a stable boy? Is that a reason to suspect every word out of my mouth? Sometimes he acts like I can't do anything right. Well, there are times when... Look, I was trying to save a life out there. I know. We all understand that. It's just, well, you didn't do a very good job of it. It's not my fault. We squires trained day in and day out. No one even told us about the goblins. Tell you what, when Abrakin comes in today for weapons, I'll be sure to put in a good word. How's that? That's all I ask. Thank you, Trahern. It's nothing, lad. But remember, Sir Abrakin's been a knight for a long time. If he's harsh with you, it's likely you've done something to deserve it. Absolutely not. In that case, you've got nothing to worry about, since I'm sure he'll be fair with you. Now, if you don't mind using the door, I have some weapons to grease. Look at all these old weapons. That reminds me, have you seen an old sword anywhere around the castle? Sorry. I guess I better keep looking then. let you know if I find it. Thank you, Squire. This particular sword is of some value to me. Now, I'm sure I can find something suitable for your party members, pardon the pun. Ah, for Abrican I have set aside a special shield, one that benefits the captain of the guard. Thank you, Weapon Master. I'm sure Abrican will put it to good use. Now then, for Rita, I have chosen a staff. I believe she has some training in the staff, sir. Heyo. Yes, she does. In Brenna's case, well, she's been eyeing these throwing knives. Thank you, Master Trahern. They're beautiful. Vegeta has also included some potions of healing. Be sure to use them wisely. I hope you'll thank her for me. Naturally. Now on your way, and good luck. A new journal entry has been added. I guess we'll read that now. We may reload to see what else he has to say, like Sheridan. Journal. Trahern has asked me to look around for a valuable old sword. Well, alright. We can do that, certainly. But before we do that, let us go ahead and load the save, because I want to see what else he has to say. Oh boy, here's trouble. How are you, Trahern? Did you know the king was asking for you? Yes, I did, and I just saw him. Good, well enough then. Wait till you hear where I've been. Lad, I have heard up and down the forest, isn't it, playing patty cakes with the goblins? They're running patrols through the forests all around here. That's so. Well, I guess they were due for a comeback. Used to live in the mountains northwest of these fine ramparts. They have for generations harassed humans and Mirari alike. Once the old king, Ramsay that is, rousted them out good, that being the Battle of Lonely Mountain. That was in the dark season of 895, that being where our present king, Phelan that is, came of age. You don't know that story, do you? I'd like to hear it. Oh, it was glorious. Phelan defeated the hobgoblin Griktikal in one-on-one combat. That kept them quiet for a while. So what brought them back? Who knows why goblins do anything, lad. Every 20 years or so they're in your face with that stinking breath. But I don't have to tell you. Phelan beat them again after that raid on your naming ceremony. You mean the attack on my village? Ah, now we come to it. The village of Yorewood that we came across was our village. Must have been. I warned Phelan that something was up. Maybe it was, but it had nothing to do with me. You see, nobody ever listens to me. You think the attack was because of me? Forget it, Alaron. It was years ago. Then talking about it shouldn't do any harm. Later. Run along now like a good boy. I'm very busy. And of course, we already heard this part, so I will just skip through that. There we go. There's the journal entry. I actually like that line of dialogue better. We learned quite a bit more than we did before, so Trahern has set us on a task to find his sword. I'm gonna just check what's in here. Oh, this is isn't there a training room, right? Wait a minute, did Sheridan disappear? He did. Where the hell did he go? It's interesting. Alright, fair enough. So this is another section of the place. Do you guards have ye anything to say? Here's some nice suits of armor. Great bassinets, I believe, or salets even, actually. Yep. Not salets, what am I saying? Armets. Excuse me, sir. Yes, what is it? I was wondering if you would tell me what it's like to stand guard. It's not bad. It comes with the responsibility of being a soldier in the king's service. I see. What about you, sir? Excuse me, sir. What can I do for you, young sir? I was wondering if you would tell me what it's like to stand guard. Maybe someday you could be a knight squire. That is interesting. Yes, it is. I don't think there's anything else in this room, so we know there's nothing else up there. And we're back in the courtyard, oddly. Was there another door? there was not, and that suits me fine. Alright. Okay, so we can go either way here. We'll go in this store, maybe, and see what there is to find. There should be something in this room. Oh, what was that? I didn't even see it. Damn it. Must have been money. I don't know how much. I clicked too fast. And again! Oh, that's terrible news, but we're gaining money. So I can check between those two things in between sessions. Just tap A all around here. Okay, we got all of that. What about any of these bookcases have any books that we can read? This must be a storage room. And a table. And we'll tap A all around here because why not? Nothing there. But this bookshelf, nothing. Nothing here either. Alright, well that was fairly, alright. So just a storage room on the castle, that's cool. Go back outside, I guess. And, let's try this room, I guess. This looks like a forge. Oops. Damn it. Come back in there. More partisans and, spittoons. Alright, let's talk to the... What is that? A horseshoe? Yes, it looks like it. Alright. You there, sir. Hello, sir. Moment of your time. How do you do? Is there anything you can tell me about the village? Certainly, the village is a nice place. We welcome you. Thank you. Well, a nice fellow. Got the quenching room. What about you, miss? What about these barrels, first of all? More armor. Hello, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? What do you want, boy? Is there anything you can tell me about the village? Well, it's a quiet place. There have been noises in the woods at night, but they don't seem to amount to anything. Thank you very much. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. And, yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, nothing but the battle axes, the spittoons, partisans, whatever they are. Alright, so that's this section of the castle kind of complete, more or less. We could go back in the sitting room, but I don't think we'll do that just yet. There is another set of rooms over here that we can go ahead and explore, since we haven't done that yet. Alright, so here we come to it. This is the room of many chests, and apparently Sheridan as well has moved over here. And I assume this would be the barracks, where all the soldiers would be sleeping. All the guards and knights. Or at least the guards and the soldiers anyway. So we have a lot of chests here. I'm going to start on the other end of the room, because that's where the less loot is, and we're going to drop a save here. This one first, I guess. Brenna successfully picks the lock. 50 gold pieces. Nice. And Sheridan, we'll get to you. Another chest. Brenna successfully picks the lock. 28 gold pieces. Cool. And another chest. Brenna successfully picks the lock. 34 gold pieces. Cool, cool, cool. And another chest. Brenna successfully picks the lock. 68 gold. Nice. Gaining money. And we have 3 to go. Try this one. Brenna is too weak to pick the lock. Right, so her stamina has been depleted, so she needs a healing potion. Excuse me. Or something of that nature, or at least a rest. But we'll try the healing potion for now. Yep. probably need at least 2 of them, so let's go ahead and use that. That's worth the investment. Open sesame. What do we got? 2 healing potions, alright. Got them back at least, that's plus some gold. Here we go. Successfully picks the lock, 88 gold. Last chest, here we are. Brenna is too weak, alright. Pop off another potion and then pick that lock. Alright, let's see if that's enough. Brenna is still too weak, alright. Another one it is. Burning through our resources, but whatever's in these chests will be worth it in the long run. Brenna successfully picks the lock. What do we got? We have 6 stealth potions and a tower shield. Oh boy, was that worth it. 5 protection, 6 defense, minus 6 dexterity. That thing is perfect for Aidyn. We definitely want to get that on him. That is good, good, good. Nothing but good times. Tower shield. Switch to Aidyn. It's going to be our tank. Now that the kite shield is freed up, let's shove that on Aileron. So now we have a spare large shield as well. That is good. We are working our way up in the world. That's the barracks taken care of. Next time, we shall give Sheridan a good talking to and see if he has anything else for us to say, and then we will continue looting the castle. Thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you soon.